What's up? It's me back again, Analog Attack. How you all doing? And I'm really chuffed again. He's back by popular demand, all the way from Providence, Rhode Island. Dave AS220. How you doing, Dave?
Doing good, Mike. How's everything over there?
Very good. Nice to see you again. So we're going to
You too.
continue. We're going to continue our theme of the gatefold sleeves, gatefold jackets,
Yeah,
gatefold
have
LP.
a have another pile of gatefolds to unfold.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. And before we start, I've got a little quiz. No one can answer except you, so the pressure's on. So the first first double LP ever to be released in a gatefold jacket,
Oh man,
1966.
1966.
A warbly voiced American folk singer,
Oh, Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Um, Blonde on Blonde.
Yes, you got it. Nice,
I might that may or may not be
cool.
back
Yeah,
there.
but apparently there was some like Nat King Cole, like double 45s in gatefold sleeves too before that. But that was the first
Okay.
double LP. All right. So
Congratulations, Bob Dylan.
congratulations to you for getting the answer. Okay, you want to start us off, mate? What's your first pick there?
All right, my first pick is kind of on a melancholy note, but
Melancholy.
paying
Oh,
tribute to the
absolutely.
late great Pete Way, who left us last week.
Yeah, passed away. Yeah,
This is UFO, Strangers in the Night,
yeah,
the double
classic.
live album. Um, Hypnosis cover. I don't know how I feel about Hypnosis really.
I was gonna. I kind of when you said UFO, I guess you were gonna choose that, and I was gonna be a bit negative about the artwork.
Hmm.
I'm not sure it matches the tone of the record.
No, I was looking at it before, and it definitely doesn't.
The color
But
scheme, especially, kind of. I don't know.
yeah,
Mm.
I
But
do like the this is good.
the gatefold's great, though. The inside's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know who these guys are or why they're
Right.
streaming.
Right.
It's kind of like it reminds me a little bit of Def Leppard High and Dry with that border of all
Yeah.
the bald men looking up. I don't know.
And then the guy on the
Um,
diving board, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's at least like a visual pun, but I don't know what the rest of it what's
Is
going
that
on
that
there.
is
But
that hypnosis as well?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's too arty for metal.
yeah.
It's I don't know. Yeah, I'm on the fence about hypnosis too. Yeah.
Mhm.
But obviously,
But
I
yeah,
like.
it's the cover notwithstanding, great record.
Yeah, one of the best
And
live albums of all time.
rest in peace, Pete Way.
Absolutely, very sad. Just Martin Birch, then Pete Way in a short span.
Hmm.
A little bit sad. Okay, so before I sort of show my first one proper, I was thinking a little bit, and so when we were thinking about gatefolds, I immediately thought of the inside.
Hmm.
Like this is yes, Tales
Right.
from Topographic Oceans. I mean, and the inside's fine, but of course
Hmm.
we can also talk about like the outside, right?
Definitely.
So obviously the outside, Roger Dean classic is better than the inside, but just my immediate thought was right. It's got to be the inside, right? You open it up
Hmm.
and then, but there's some good outside gatefolds too.
Yeah, sometimes the outside, sometimes the gatefold's on the outside, the real
Yeah,
action going
exactly.
on.
I thought I'd
Yeah.
just throw that in there. So I'm going to go my first pick. I'm in Japan, right? So I thought I better choose a Japanese band at some point.
Okay.
So I'm going to go this band.
Ah.
They were
Mhm.
very heavy band, not hardcore. What are they? I don't know. They're not doom. They're not sludge. They're not noise rock. They've got their own thing going on. I love this band.
Mhm.
This is not my favorite record by them, but it's got the best kind of gatefold, or the only gatefold maybe. And it's got
Uh-huh.
this is an American label, Skingraft or something like that. No, and
Okay.
yeah, maybe produced by Steve Albini. But I mean, the cover itself is amazing. Those kind of gold colors with the skull and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of got this. It's not really an obi. It's kind of an obi. It kind of comes off, but then the back has. This is all photography. This sort of. It's very disturbing. I can't make out what it is exactly. And then on the inside, it's just like this, like just this photography.
Nice.
That's kind of very disturbing. I don't know, like, is it the inside of someone's body? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it really fits with the music and it really fits with the cover.
I haven't heard that one, but I'll take your word for it.
It's, I mean, I love this band. I've kind of dropped off of listening to Japanese music a bit, but this is one band that I really, really like. Great band.
Nice.
Very heavy. That's my first pick. Japanese record. Nice. What's your second pick there, Dave?
Well, my second pick is kind of going with a total classic here, but
absolutely.
And yeah, I don't know, the cover is sort of a maligned cover as far as Black Sabbath artwork goes.
Because the record wasn't gonna be called Paranoid, was it originally? They changed.
No, I think it was it going to be called War Pigs?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. But
and I think this guy he's supposed to be the War Pig.
He might be the guy from the UFO record.
Right.
Dressed up. I don't know.
But the inside is where it's at.
Yeah. Classic with Ozzy standing apart from the rest of the band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tony with no facial hair.
Right. Nicely spotted. Yeah.
And so the album design and photography is credited to Keith. Keith did the photography and the design for the first 3 Black Sabbath albums.
Right.
And then, according to the internet, he also went on to direct music videos for, amongst others, Kate Bush and Motorhead. So,
see,
quite an illustrious career.
We do bring the information as well. I didn't know that. Yeah. Nice tidbit. Wow. Yeah. But he only did the first 3 Black Sabbath records. Yeah,
I read that there was an article that said he did the first 4, but I looked at Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and there's no credit for anything to him on that. So
I wanted to show Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, but my Japanese pressing doesn't have the gatefold.
No, mine doesn't either.
Really annoying.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's another classic one, but that's a good choice. I love that photograph. That's a good, like, social distancing. Ozzy is social distancing properly.
So it was ahead of his time.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with another classic. I hope you don't have this one as well. It's okay if you do, but it's probably an obvious one.
Oh, my copy of that is not a gatefold.
Oh, really? So okay, so let's look at the gatefold. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's this
cool.
live shot with the Long Live Rock and Roll banner. Mm-hmm. But what's wrong with this picture? Why would a crowd have a Long Live Rock and Roll banner before this record came out? Right? So there's a bit of a mystery surrounding this record. Now, apparently, according to the internet, this photo was actually taken at a Rush concert.
Okay.
And you can see everyone's like wearing black t-shirts, but actually they're Rush t-shirts, and they've been like blacked out, and then Rainbow used the photo.
Ah, nice.
That's the story. Yeah. So yeah, but it's a nice.
Is that a Hypnosis cover? Because I know Hypnosis did some stuff for Rainbow.
Oh, I can't. You know what? My eyes are so bad I can't see in this light. But I like this. And I'm wondering, is this the same guy that did the Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell illustration?
Yeah, I've actually
similar, right?
Yeah, I've wondered that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really similar. Yeah. Anyway, interesting story with the Rush. It's a Rush concert, not a Rainbow concert.
Yeah. That is a great nugget of information that you provided us.
The internet is a useful tool. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Okay, what you got next, Dave?
Ah, continuing in the 70s UK
Beautiful, beautiful.
T-Rex. Also another Hypnosis cover, which I didn't realize until I
That's
actually
a good one though.
was looking at it.
That's
Yeah, this is
really
good.
good cover.
They,
Yeah,
they did good with this.
yeah.
T-Rex, Electric Warrior, and
That's it.
oh,
Oh, ah, look at Mark.
big long shot of Mark Bolan.
Beautiful. See, my copy doesn't have that that gatefold.
Mm.
First time seeing that.
But it's nice. It's a nice, like we were talking about last week, kind of slightly high contrast, grainy black and white
Right.
photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
That's
do like that they've. I don't know. I could see this album might have been turned into a pinup on some teenagers' walls back in the 70s.
absolutely. Yeah, he was great though. He was a really big supporter of punk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was great. It's just such a shame he passed away so early.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's the first time I'd seen the gatefold. Great.
The next record, I think it's the next record, the Slider,
Right.
also has a gatefold,
Yeah.
but it's one of those we talked about last week where it's just like, why is this a gatefold? Because all they did
Right.
was print the lyrics in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I wanted to choose like a new record from this year.
Mm.
So this is a record that I've been enjoying quite a bit. It's a band called White Stones.
White Stones.
Yeah, and the record's called Quarahi.
Mm.
And now this is a band. It's Martin Mendez from Opeth.
Okay.
It's his like solo project. He's I like this is like the Uruguayan flag, right? And they've kind of used it. But he's from Uruguay. He was born in Uruguay.
Okay.
The Opeth are a Swedish band, but like he grew up in Uruguay, and it's all
Mhm.
like based on like Uruguayan folklore and stuff. And this is a good example. So in the gatefold, they have got the lyrics, but each song has like
Ooh,
an illustration
nice.
to go along with like each song, and it's all like Uruguayan folklore paintings and stuff. So
Mhm.
very cool. They're saying it's death metal, but it's not. It's really mid-paced and clean guitar sound.
Mhm.
Interesting record. So
What label is that on?
it's on Nuclear Blast,
Hmm.
but like this is kind of they're saying this is like because Opeth changed from kind of like a kind of death metal band to a total progressive rock band.
Mhm.
This is like Martin Mendez going back to the death metal roots with this,
Back to his roots.
going back to basics, but it's all mixed in with like Uruguayan kind of rhythms and South American rhythms and stuff. So I don't know,
Okay.
it's not for everyone, but
That's
I wanted
cool.
to choose something from this year. You know,
Nice.
tried it. The gatefold is still alive kind of thing.
Right.
Right. All right, Dave, what you got next?
So actually, my version, which is not as recent as yours, of the gatefold is still alive in this day and age,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the latest Slow Dive
Oh, cool. Yeah.
record,
Great. Yeah.
which I believe it's from 2017. So
That's new.
3 years.
That's new. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's new.
But the cover is I think from an old kind of experimental film still.
Okay.
But I really like the photograph inside, which might be getting washed out here, but
Okay. Yep. I'm getting it.
it's kind of like a foggy, misty field,
Right.
presumably in England, I would
Probably. Yeah. It
assume.
looks very English. Yeah.
But I thought it kind of fits the slow dive vibe, kind of foggy and
Yeah.
dreamy, and
Yeah. Great.
and this is a really great record. Wasn't expecting much from a slow dive record, 20 years after
Right.
the fact,
Right.
but really good.
Yeah. Well, I kind of compare that a little bit to Dinosaur Jr.'s comeback because all their records from their reunion are all amazing, in my opinion. Yeah. So
Yeah.
good reunion record. Okay, so I wanted to choose a jazz record, and because as you're a photographer, obviously Blue Note has incredible, iconic photography, but Blue Note doesn't really have many gatefolds. There's a few, obviously the amazing covers, but Impulse Records have a lot of gatefold records. So this is I love the picture of this is photo of John Coltrane.
Oh yeah.
This is like a posthumous record. It's like a live recording that they unearthed, recorded at the Temple University, Philadelphia in 1966, but it was like released quite recently, kind of limited edition. But it's just it's really simple gatefold, really clean text and information, and this like beautiful photo of Coltrane, which might have been like never seen before until this record came out. So it's a really beautiful photo.
That is
very
very
clean,
nice.
very clean design. You know, it's easy on the eyes, not too much information.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. You a jazz fan, Dave?
I am, but I don't really own very many jazz records, and that's something I need to rectify for sure.
Yeah, they're out there. There's a lot of jazz records.
There's a lot of jazz records out there.
But this is yeah, I think as far as the gatefolds on Impulse, this is a good one. So
nice. Yeah. I like that the kind of blurred motion photo on the cover.
Amazing, right?
I assume it was taken in like a dark club, and they just couldn't get the shutter speed fast enough.
Yeah, I mean it was 1966. So, and then there's on the back a kind of close up picture, but
nice.
Great. All right, Dave, what you got next?
All right. Well, I'll go with another John.
Oh,
this is John Carpenter.
Oh,
Lost Themes. So in case any viewers out there aren't aware, John Carpenter is a famous horror film director, but he also, I think the vast majority of his films, he also scored them himself.
Right.
But this came out on Sacred Bones Records in 2014. This is his first LP of like all original material, not tied to a movie or anything. And I love this photo of him with like the kind of like side lit kind of classic horror kind of pose with the and then the in the gatefold he's coming out to get you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if beautiful is the right word, but that's an amazing photo. Yeah.
And it's a really great record.
But it's funny because I was reading, I like quite a few bands on Sacred Bones. It's kind of an interesting label, and they were all like really like happy to like suddenly label mates with John Carpenter.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the first Lost Themes. There's also a Lost Themes Part 2, and both of them are worth picking up if you find them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Heaven and Hell.
Oh, live.
Which is basically Black Sabbath. They couldn't use the name. I love the stark black and white design, and even like the back has kind of this cool thing going on. Then the inside is again really simple. It's just got a really nice live shot on one side, and then this kind of logo illustration on the other side.
Right.
Really simple, really nice.
I've heard that. I don't have the record. I haven't listened to the record, but I've heard clips from that show online. It's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. There's a DVD of it too, and really the record is the worst one to get because it's got like half the songs missing.
Okay.
Just from that standpoint, but it has the best gatefold. But yeah, it is amazing sounding, incredible, absolutely incredible. Yeah.
We saw them maybe in Boston like a year before Ronnie passed away.
Really?
One of the best shows that I've ever seen.
I love that record that they did, the Heaven and Hell, Devil You Know record. I love that. Yeah.
They played a couple tracks from Dehumanizer too, which
wow.
I love that one also. So
like he was like really full of energy right up until the end, right? I mean, yeah, amazing.
All right, well, serendipitously, let's go with
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Rainbow.
Nice segue. Nice segue.
Yeah,
Smooth.
yeah. So we have Dio and Martin Birch.
There you go.
But a
Yeah, yeah.
lovely, lovely photo of the boys inside.
Right.
Just I don't know, not
Yeah.
much to say about it other than it's a great photo.
What I want to say is the guy on my right looks like Peter Steele
Kind of, yeah,
in that picture.
yeah.
Uh,
And then some live shots on the back too.
yeah, that's a nice the way they've laid those out is very nice.
So I don't know what do you know anything about the label Oyster? I don't know what Oyster is.
Paging Chris Corey. Yeah. That's American pressing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Dave, I'm going to throw a little curveball here. Kind of. A little mini series. I'm going to go through them really quickly. 10-inch records with gatefold sleeves.
Whoa.
Oh. I've only got 4, so we'll go through them really quickly. First one is this band, Asomvel. British band, new wave British heavy metal meets Motorhead kind of band.
Okay.
Their first album on 10-inch vinyl, and yeah, nothing spectacular. Black and white photo, lyrics, logo, but you know, first LP put it out on a 10-inch, pretty interesting. But this label, Miskatonic, it's done by Rich Militia, and he was in that band Sore Throat.
Oh yeah.
And then he's all into all this stuff now. Like he's just doing like a doom metal label now, and plays in this band called Solstice, which is like total traditional doom metal. So this is his label. So yeah,
Nice.
you know, interesting. 10 inch with a gatefold. You know, and then last time we talked about that band Orchid. Do you remember? This is like another Orchid.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Really, again, nice satanic imagery on the 10-inch gatefold.
Is that I know the LP you showed last time was the painting was by one of the band members. Is that by one of the band members?
I didn't check that out. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. And it says it says Incubus illustration inspired by Philippe Drouet. No,
not ringing any bells.
Me neither. But and yeah, you're right. It was a singer. He designed all that. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And then mid-90s Napalm Death. I love this era of Napalm Death. The logo changed, but this screams like 1995. The colors and everything, like, and especially the inside. It's like this could be. You know, look at that picture. It's like just they look like, you know, just a 90s indie band.
Right.
You know, and the purples and the greens and the yellows and everything. And this is the only way you can get this on vinyl. They only did like a double 10-inch. That's all. But
it is the mid-90s Napalm Death, that is unexplored territory for me.
I'm a big fan. It's like it's a bit groovy, a little bit like but anyway, it's like the logo change era, you know, when they changed to this kind of logo. They have like 3 or 4 albums out. But anyway, I've got one more in this little series. This is the best one. I'm saving the best one till last.
Oh, Helmet?
Yeah. Helmet, Betty. Yeah, and I'm not sure if they released this in a proper sized format or not. So I've got this picture on the front, and then like this really kind of like 60s or 70s. The colors are really washed out on this photo. It looks like a vintage photo. And then in the middle, just got like the woman like water skiing. Yeah. I think this is great. Really great. Great record, great design. Worst format ever, the double 10-inch.
Oh God.
But it's pretty funny, like.
Actually, I have a side question for you,
Oh,
which I was wondering.
okay.
Is there such a thing as a 7-inch gatefold?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any at hand. One that springs to mind is the band called Blackfoot that I like. It's like a double live 7-inch gatefold.
Okay.
I think there's a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
I haven't dived into my 7 inches yet, but I don't think I have anything that would be considered a gatefold in that
Right.
format.
There's definitely some out there, but all right.
All right.
All right.
I know that you picked up a record by this band recently, so
Did I? Well,
I didn't want to potentially double up with you, so I chose this one.
oh, beautiful.
Which,
Yeah.
has
Oh,
a
yeah.
cool band photo, but I really like the I like this art. It's kind of like a cyclopean character.
Yeah.
And then
Incredible.
they carry it on down here, and it gets kind of more deconstructed and abstract as it goes along.
I love that just black and white. Beautiful. That's a Mercury original, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Same as mine.
it is. I don't know. He probably it's a cutout.
Yeah, I
Somebody
guess that record didn't sell back in the day.
punched right through his skull there. But,
Yeah, that's an amazing record.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the second one around a few times, but it's always a bit expensive. But yesterday it was like 400 yen. Crazy. Like, what are they thinking? I don't know if that's a cheap record in the States or not, but
It's hard. I don't know. I have a copy, but it's not something you see like
right.
very often.
It's actually
I
better
actually
than I was led to believe. I kind of heard bits of it, but it's actually pretty good. Like side two is really good. Yeah.
I'm actually going to admit that I've owned it for years, but I don't think I've ever listened to it before.
It's one of
I don't
those.
know what
Yeah.
it sounds
I know
like.
what you mean. It's one of those. Yeah. It's like the second Captain Beyond record. Why do we need that? The first one is all we need, kind of thing. All right. I wanted to show something really saucy.
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh,
do you know this band?
I've heard of them. Is that
Like
on Man's Ruin by any chance?
this one isn't. This is on TP,
Uh,
but it's definitely it should have been on. Yeah, I wanted to show something like that it should have been. Maybe they did do a record on Mandarin, but that's like they're an instrumental band, like no vocals in there. And then, this is just like really 90s stoner rock, like all the
Jesus.
stereotypes in one. Like
Right.
there's flames, there's a semi-naked lady. What are we missing? I don't know. It's just
Does she have something coming out of her
does it's
bathing suit top or
yeah,
bottom?
it's a
Excuse me.
tattoo. It's a tattoo of like
Gotcha.
it looks like the goat from the cover of the first Barthery album, but
Okay.
I don't know. And then it's funny.
Nice.
These are the song titles. All their song titles are just numbers on every record. Just weird. But I like this band. Yeah, back as well. Really.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't
Just
know.
an example of that
I've
kind of
ever
like
heard of
mid
them.
'90s saucy, like stoner rock. But this is a good band. It's instrumental. Yeah, good band. But
What's the
cool.
title?
It's called Wild, Wonderful Purgatory on TP Records. I'm a big fan of TP
Nice.
Records. Good label.
Let's see where we're going with this. I haven't committed to my exact 10.
Cool.
Cheap Trick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good one.
And I like this because they really play off the I guess the contrast between the band members. Yeah. So they put the the two heartthrobs up on front with their motorcycles and their feathered hair.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice color photo. And then on the back,
yeah. I always
yeah,
love that. I always love that. I thought that was
yeah,
really cool. Yeah.
you get Bunny Carlos and Rick Nielsen, who,
Mhm.
I mean, I think we all know make the band pretty much.
Yeah.
But they're on the, I don't know what these are, scooters or mopeds or
Yeah, yeah.
something.
I always liked
Um,
that. That was really weird for us as kids. Like, why are these like? They got why are those two weird looking guys? In that band. Really strange. When you're a kid, like, yeah. And then the
and I
gatefold.
kind of
Uh,
the same theme going on
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But Rick has a really cool,
Satin,
I don't know, I would love to get that jacket. Yeah.
satin baseball jacket. Uh,
Mhm.
he's always smoking, isn't he, Booney Carlos?
Yes.
He's dead now.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he passed away. I'm not sure when, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Bunny
Yeah.
Carlos.
I'm not sure when, but yeah, yeah. That's a great record. All right,
For
I
sure.
thought I'd choose a black metal record.
No.
Oh, so this is Satyricon Nemesis Divina, and like so it's all like fire and bright orange and browns on the front, and then that's hot, warm colors on the front and back,
Mhm.
and then you open it up, and it's ice cold ice.
Right.
Yeah, look at them, look at those dudes. You wouldn't want to mess about with them, would you?
No, no, stay far away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But kind of iconic, like black metal photography.
Hmm.
I just love that the kind of the gold and the fire, and then it's just like wow, ice, like ice cold ice in the middle.
They
Very
suck you
cool.
in, and then that's what you get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No information, just the photo. Who's the scariest? This
Um,
guy.
yeah, I think him. Yeah, he looks. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good record. I mean, if you dabble in black metal, this is definitely a, a good record. Satyricon Nemesis. This is a reissue, so I'm guessing the original has that same gatefold too. So
Okay.
yeah, Napalm
Nice.
record.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
Um,
Man,
well,
this is so much fun. I could do this for hours.
I have more gatefolds than
I've
I
got
ever
like one
realized.
more left.
Okay.
I've got one more. So you've got another one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Um, I'm questioning if this. Yeah, sure. This is the one I want to go with.
Yeah.
This is another like obvious classic one, but I'm not a big fan of this particular record by this
Okay.
band, but the gatefold's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And this is kind of, I don't know,
Yeah.
I feel this is like ground zero for like that kind of like mystical occult
Yeah.
wizard art. Yeah.
It's classic. Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't put any text or anything in there.
Right.
Yeah, because they
These,
could have ruined that with a lot of like text, but they didn't.
mhm.
Very cool. Yeah, it's iconic. Don't like to use the word
And
iconic, but it is.
I don't have the information here in front of me, but
Right.
this is yet another Hypnosis cover.
Is it really? I think that's a good one
Yeah,
though. That's like
it's
really,
pretty good.
it really
Yeah.
it fits. Yeah, yeah. It just fits. I'm guessing that's Birmingham because Led Zeppelin
Mm-hmm.
were from Birmingham. I'm just guessing. I don't know, but uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, fits the music perfectly. Not like
Yes.
some of their others. I didn't know that was Hypnosis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
more, but it's
Actually,
actually two, but they're a set. They kind of come together. So,
okay.
Dark Throne. Dark Throne. The Cult is Alive. This is my favorite.
Hmm.
You know, Dark Throne record. I kind of love the
That's
cover.
their comeback one from like 10
Yeah,
years ago
they
or something. Yeah.
really different style. It's kind of like Celtic Frost, Motorhead, kind of crust punk, kind of really different sound. And then
Hmm.
the inside is just this really, you know, stark, bleak landscape. I think it's a painting, I guess. It's not a photo. Yeah, really cool.
I think that actually is the cold northern forest that all those bands talk about. I
Yeah,
think
I
that's
think
it.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I mean, it matches the music perfectly. So this they
Mhm.
put this out, and then the next record they put out. So it was it was a step down musically, and then kind of different vibe with the artwork. This is kind of like this could be like some third tier like DB band from New York or something, right? Right? It's kind of that kind of vibe,
Yeah.
and nothing much on the back. But then this is an example of I don't know if this is good or bad. It's kind of genius, but like can you? It's probably Fenris or Ted from Dark Throne in the forest with his knee, and then
Ah.
a really out of focus like can of beer. So that's what they
Okay.
chose. That's what they chose to put in the game for. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's great. I think that fits their vibe as of
Yeah,
recently.
yeah. It's like hiking. They're into like hiking and stuff, and like out in the woods having a beer.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. It's like, damn, what are they thinking of? But actually, it is kind of cool, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
think
one thing they did on this record, it's not part of the gatefold, but sorry, Dave. They in the inner sleeve, like each member of the band here, it's probably like list of recommendations. Like please listen to these bands. This is like really old school, like so like
that's I mean that's
Fenris
how
is
we
like
all used to find out about everything.
yeah, it's like Agent Steel, English Dogs.
Mhm.
He's saying English Dogs and who else? Axe Grinder, Manila Road. Yeah, all these kind of little recommendations. I thought that was pretty cool
Nice.
thing
Yeah.
to do. Yeah, so yeah, good band. I love that contrast between the other gatefold and that one. They're kind of similar. It's the same scene, right? The mountains or whatever,
Mhm.
but like one is really bleak and then the other one's just like having a beer in the
All right.
woods. Yeah.
Yeah. Took me a minute. I feel like people should look at that gatefold over Zoom on a small screen on their computer because I wasn't I wasn't sure what it was, and then as you were explaining it to me, it
Right.
all came into focus, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it
I
just
can
jumps
I
out.
can't figure out. He's got a patch on his jeans, but I can't figure out what band it is.
Hmm.
If anyone knows, in the comments. But yeah, is that a waterfall there? It's like a lake or something. Yeah.
Looks looks like a lake, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a lake. Yeah. It is. The more I look at it, the better I like it, actually. Like, nice. Do you have one more, Dave, or to finish off with?
let's let's go for one more.
All right. So I'm finished. I'm done. So
All right. Um, yeah. All right. This is I don't know, slightly more recent, not too recent, but
okay.
not the 70s, but
Oh, interesting choice.
yeah.
Mm,
Um, and it's kind of like the heart one you showed
right.
last week, where they aren't live photos necessarily, but
Right.
just candid photos of the lads and their lifestyle,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and then
That,
the front
that
and
is
the
a good
back
example
are
of the outside gatefold
mm,
being good. Mm.
slightly the same scene, but things and people have been rearranged in
That's
it.
yeah. 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 That's kind of very Beatles-esque.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, like yeah, good record,
Yeah, definitely. They have
maybe.
I think they're watching some kind of a Western movie and have a Burt Bacharach poster and George Best
Yeah.
football
Yeah. Yeah.
player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Multiple pictures of George Best actually. I should actually show it.
Yeah.
Um,
I can see it. Yeah. Yeah.
cigarettes and alcohol,
And
etc., etc.
down on the floor too, isn't in front of there's another George Best.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a great picture, actually. That whole,
Yeah. No,
oh,
I really,
yeah,
really like it.
yeah. And probably their best record, right? No?
I was wondering if you were going to ask me that, and I don't know, it's kind of a toss up between that and What's the Story.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They both have equal amounts of tracks that
I
I
think
like.
so.
After that, it's kind of downhill.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Dave, that was a lot of fun. We could go on for hours. Unfortunately, Zoom won't let us unless we pay. So we'll have to stop there. But thanks a lot for joining me again.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, maybe can we milk another one?
I think I can.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All
Okay,
right.
thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time. Thanks, Dave. Until next
Thanks,
time.
Mike.
Thank you, Dave. Stay healthy and stay clean.